chatting all about cleanliness, how you can sort out your yoga space. My name is Nina. I am a yoga teacher and health coach, and I am here today to chat with you a little bit about the importance of cleanliness in our yoga practice and how you can organize your space better. So, first of all, cleanliness is a big topic in yoga, especially in the sutras of Patanjali. If you look at actually Patanjali and the 8 limbs of yoga, we chat about the yamas and the niyamas, and saucha is cleanliness, this idea of clean body, clean mind, clean environment. And so this concept of cleanliness is very, very big in yoga. So what can you do and why is it important? Well, to have a clean space that you are operating in just means that you can clear your mind as well, so that there's not too much clutter. If there is so much around where you are doing your yoga space, you're going to get distracted, and you want as little distractions as possible when you're doing your practice. That is going to help you clear and steady your mind as well. So tip number 1, what is the first thing you can do? Well, start with a clean slate. Start with a clean space. Remove all items from your yoga space that are unnecessary, and give everything a really good clean. Now, this doesn't necessarily always need to just be in line with kind of like your yoga space. You can take this into your everyday practice as well. You can, as I posted, you might have seen on our Facebook page. If you haven't been to our Facebook page, Yoga Awakening Africa, head there, because I just posted on there the before and after of my workspace, because I was getting so frustrated with the space that I was working in, and it was impacting my mind. I knew it. And so after a coaching call this morning that I was doing with one of my clients, I was like, okay, I've got an hour. Let me see what I can do. And when you put your mind to something, you can really get it done. And I am loving my space. I have this as my little recording space now, a space that I didn't have before. I have my lovely workspace over there, and I have a good view of kind of like my cupboard with everything in order and organized. So you want to start on a clean slate. You want to start nice and clean. And so if that is your workspace or if that is your yoga space, it doesn't really matter. But since we are talking about yoga, we're going to rebase there. You want to make sure that the space is clean. And again, give everything like a good clean. It doesn't need to be like, a deep cleansing, but, wipe down the surfaces, give it a sweep, and then put places there that belong. And that brings us to tip number 2, which is prioritize your essentials. Like, what do you really need for your yoga practice? Is it your mat? Is it a strap? Is it bolsters? Is it a pillow? Is it cushions? Like, for your practice today, what are you needing? And then put those there. Or if you know that you're preparing your space for tomorrow's practice, what is it that you're needing? Do you need your iPad there so that you've got a class that you can follow? Do you need a charger nearby so that is there? Like, what do you need? And prioritize really just the essentials. Maybe it even means that you're going to charge your iPad at night or something like that, so you don't have to have a cable and things hanging around. And the things that you don't need, the things that aren't an essential for that practice, utilize smart storage space solutions. Kind of said that quite a few times, one after the other. But that's why in yoga studios, you'll see like lovely shelving and cupboards. I have that in my studio as well. And like bolsters are there, pillows are stacked, blankets are stacked. So have a space that is dedicated to where you keep all your yoga gear. Your rolled up yoga mats. Most of us who've been doing yoga for a while have more than just one yoga mat. So your yoga mats, your blocks, your straps, whatever it is you have, organize that in one place, but put down next to your mat what you actually are going to be needing, what the essentials are that you need for that practice. Maybe you know that your practice tomorrow is going to be a deep journaling practice, and then you want to have a candle nearby. And so then you can already place those there. Like, those are going to be essential for that practice, but they may not be essential for every practice. So those may just also be on that shelf that you've got for yourself. So those are the first 3 tips. Start off by cleaning the space, prioritize your essentials, what you really need for the practice, and have very smart or simple, easy. It doesn't have to be complicated storage for all your yoga gear. The fourth one is create a nice, tranquil atmosphere. And that is always helpful. And so the space that you're doing your yoga in, try and get that to be uncluttered and try and get that to be kind of like peaceful and a nice space to operate. Because if you've got kind of a whole load of office papers stacked up there and books and recipe books and boxes in that spare room that you, I don't know, doing your yoga or that you want to do yoga, it's just not going to feel nice. So see if you can clear out and see if you can get a nice tranquil atmosphere. It might mean that you want to have a nice plant or some flowers. Maybe you've got your essential oil burner if you like smells, but create that peaceful space. If you're very auditory, it might even mean that, you know, you're going to play some nice yoga music. For those who aren't that, and that's not important, leave that out. Don't try and create something that creates a tranquil atmosphere but doesn't actually speak to your soul. Just because someone says you should be lighting candles and incense and having music, if that is too much for you, if that's too much sensory stimulation, don't do it. Get rid of it all. It needs to be possible for you. It needs to speak to you. And then the fifth one is maintain your space regularly. In other words, once you've completed your yoga practice, just tidy up afterwards. Put the things away. Keep things clean. Don't just allow it to become a dump. So yeah, keep look after it. Keep looking after it, and just maintain it. So those are my 5 tips for you. Maintain your space regularly, create a nice tranquil atmosphere, utilize smart storage solutions, prioritize your essentials, and number 1, just clean everything before you go. And for those of you who are interested in my free DIY seasonal reset, head to the link in the description below. You can get the free seasonal reset there. There's also access to my 7-day seasonal reset. So there might be a discount code there. But if you go to the link below, you'll be able to find there is one that says free. You just click on that and you'll get access to the free DIY seasonal reset. I will see you again. And remember that there is also a Facebook page. If you want to head to that, Yoga Awakening Africa. See you guys soon. Bye.